Alright guys, in a couple seconds we'll start Simic Tempo episode 2, but for now there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. First of all, is a good buddy of mine, Covert Go Blue. If you don't remember him from, what was my series called? Throwback Thursday. He and I used to play Duels 2013, 2014 together, lasted about 5 episodes, and then I bought an Xbox One, and that all went to hell. But anyways, he's got a Magic Duels Diaries is what he calls it. It's a blog entry where he talks about the game and talks about his decks and his thought process in building them, the metagame and all that sort of stuff. Strongly suggest you give it a look. I'm going to put a link to it in the video description. So definitely, pause the video, check that out, bookmark it, and make sure that you check out Covert. He's on iOS, by the way. I'm sure that he wouldn't mind popping in the comments and letting you know how you can get hold of him if you're looking for some games. If that's your platform. So also, I was on Reddit the other day, and there was some guy who just posted up a thread about Magic Duels content creators, and the ones he was aware of. And so it made me kind of realize that probably not a lot of people visit my actual channel page, because over on if you actually visit my channel page and not just get the video from your sub feed, you can see that over on the right there I've got a sidebar called More Magic. It's basically a link to all sorts of other channels where you can see more Magic gameplay, Magic Duels that is. So you should definitely check that out. Go to my main page, look over on the right. I'll link to the Reddit thread, just so that if you're kind of lazy, you don't want to go to my channel, then my actual channel page. Then you can just click this link to the Reddit thread and see where I link to from there. There's a bunch of good guys over there that a lot of them I've been friends with for a long time. Some of them I've only recently gotten to know, but they're all putting up Duels videos. I don't have time to watch every video from every person, but they're all putting out good content, and I strongly suggest, if you're hungry for more, go check those guys out. So let's try and find a game here now, and the last thing I wanted to talk about was Twitch and streaming. So normally the only time I'll ever stream is if I'm sitting down around the house and having a couple of beer and just want to relax and play some Magic. Sometimes I'll turn the stream on, but what I kind of want to do now that Battle for Zendikar is live is make Twitch a little bit more a part of the whole YouTube thing. So my plan is now, I work every Wednesday night, excuse me, and so what I'm going to do, since I don't have to get up on Wednesday morning early, is on Tuesday night I'm going to do a dedicated Twitch stream. No alcohol involved, no shit, no shit show, no dicking around. This is actually going to be where I test out the deck that I'm going to play on Friday. So I'm going back to my old episodic model where it's the Friday deck tech and then episodes all week. So I didn't start it this week because BFC only dropped on a Thursday. It wasn't enough time to get ready. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, there's going to be a Friday deck tech and episodes, and then on Tuesday, in the middle of the week per se, my YouTube work week, I'm going to not start testing, but I'm going to play one deck the entire night, and it's going to be the deck that I'm playing that Friday. So as I put it through its paces, so right now I'm playing Simic Tempo. The deck I'm putting up next week is going to be a white-black ally deck. I'm working on it, and so tomorrow night, which is Tuesday, you can expect to see me streaming that deck for 4 to 6 hours. Depends on when I actually get started. Once midnight hits, my wife really doesn't like me. She doesn't like me down here talking all that much. But in one of the streams I was in recently, it was suggested to me by Covert, nonetheless, that I can just take the headset off and keep playing, even though it's past midnight. So if I'm not in the mood to stop playing, let's go do some Konami code here now and try to get a game. But if I'm not in the mood to stop playing, and I'm not allowed to talk because wife, kids don't want to wake them up and all that sort of stuff, then I'll probably just turn off the headset and keep on playing. But I'm thinking this Tuesday night stream is going to be, I won't say serious, but more serious than my usual, hey, let's have a few beer and just fuck around, So that's going to be my plan going forward. So you can expect the white-black ally deck tomorrow. Play that, just put it through its paces for 4 to 5 hours in a row. Get your feedback, get your input, and help me shape the final list that goes into that Friday night deck tech going forward. So, are we going to get a game here tonight? Okay, we are. Good. Alright, so that's good. So yeah, I'm going to link to Covert. I'm going to link to that Reddit thread. So make sure you check out his blog entry. Make sure you check out all the other guys on my sidebar, if you're hungry for more Duels content. And yeah, so let's play some Simic Tempo. So sorry about all the preamble, but it's just something that I wanted to get out of the way. So there you have it. So yeah, stream tomorrow night. You can find a link to my Twitch channel down at the bottom there, also in the video description. And like I said, if you see me streaming on a Tuesday, it's the more serious version. Any other night of the week, it's probably just me, you know, being half drunk and, and wanting to just hang out with some friends. So, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't take it too seriously. So we're on the play. We do have a Snapping Gnarlid, but no other castable spells. I mean, and no way to trigger Gnarlid, so I'm going to have to mulligan that. And no land. 3 land, Troll, Wild Size Clutch. Not great, but I don't know. That first hand was... It was so... If we top deck a land, that first hand is basically perfect. But you can't guarantee it, and in a deck like this that wants to get on board early, you just, you know, you get a free mulligan, you got to take it. And so that's what I did. What are we playing against? Forest, no Jetty Offshoot. Picked up land number 4, put down the Troll. And pass it back, but he's our only creature. You know, Clutch is not that great right now. I'd really like to pick up a 3-drop like a Bounding Krasis or a Jessian Thief. He's playing a Wilds. So that means he's, you know, he didn't do anything last turn. It's very likely he does nothing this turn, so we get to renown our dude. And he's fetched an island, so he's on Simic at the very least. Could be playing more colors, though. We'll find out, obviously, as the game goes on. And we picked up another island, which is not great. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to just cycle the Wild Size. I mean, I would have had to play my island first. And by I'm tempted, I mean, there's no way I'm going to cycle it, but just for 2 damage at this stage in the game. But, I mean, I guess we look at the bright side. Since we don't have a play, we get to hold up Regenerate, right? I mean, you know, always look on the bright side of life. So we got our 3/3 now. He's playing Sultai. Telling Time, so he could be playing the Fog deck. Which could be a problem since we don't have any other creatures besides this renowned Troll. But we'll see. So he's main phase the Telling Time after playing land. I don't know why he'd main phase it, rather than at least try to bluff a counter. We do have Spell Shrivel and in the format now, and Scatter to the Winds. I'm not sure if he has double blue or not. And it is a Snapping Gnarlid, which is good. Gonna have to let down our Regenerate shields, obviously, but don't really see a big problem with that. So we're gonna play the Gnarlid. I'm gonna play the land first instead of, you know, if I play the Gnarlid first, I have to watch the trigger, the landfall trigger. There could be a case made there for maybe keeping that land in my hand, but I do have a couple of 5-drops in the deck in Guardian of Tazim, so. Plus, for 6 mana, for 5 mana I can get a dude that can't attack. For 6 mana I can actually clutch something and swing with my fresh 3/3. So there's a Frostlings, but nothing on the other side. We're going to trigger the landfall, swing for 6, and get fogged. Maybe Hydrolashed. That's a Hydrolash, yeah. So we're playing against this deck. I don't think we're going to need to Wild Size through anything. I just want to cycle it, honestly, and just get a bit deeper and push through a little bit of extra damage. Oh, and he's burnt a Fog. Okay, so I'm not actually terribly worried about that. He had to burn both there. You know, he only fogged 2 damage. And we picked up a Skyrider, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, he's, you know, kind of knew once we saw Sultai and Telling Time that he was playing the Fog deck. So is he going to Scab here? Scab wouldn't be terrible, but I can Lynx it. And then swing. He's playing the Vial. So that's going to draw him a card, and he can shut down one of our attackers at some point in the future. And he's playing another Vial. So he's getting deeper. You know, he wants to find that tutelage, obviously. We all know this deck. At least we should by now. It's part of the metagame. It's a strong deck, honestly. You know, it's tough to beat. So what did we pick up? Bounding Krasis. That's actually really, really good. Unfortunately, since I only have 1 green source, I cannot play the Skyrider for 2 and then Krasis on my opponent's turn. So he's just going to Fog again. I guess I'm okay with that. Do I think he's playing Counter Magic? I really don't. And does he have Languish mana? Does he have double black? Let's see. He's got an island. An island. There's the first black source. So he does have Languish mana. So I'm going to hold up the Krasis. I don't think he's playing counters. So if he languishes, then I can flash this in. So let's see. Got another land. 6 now. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough matchup. Really, really tough. So Scab Fog, obviously, is the thing. That's obviously a thing, and we really don't want to bounce that. But we're going to make him burn it. I'm not going to play the Crassus, honestly. I'm just going to play the Lynx. Got another wild size, but yeah, I'm just going to play the Lynx. And make him burn the fog. Yeah, this is motherfucking annoying. So he's going to burn that. We know he is, which is fine. Alright, so he's still got no tutelage. And we've got to dodge the Languish. His dude's not going to untap. So we're not obviously not going to clutch it, because then he just gets to get a 5 back. You know, we don't want to bounce that. So let's see. Do we see the Languish right now? Really need a second green source, honestly. I want to be able to play an elf and hold up Crassus. He's going to bounce his Scab, I imagine? Yeah, he's going to bounce his Scab. So we must have another Fog in hand or another Hydrolash in order to make a play like that. Or either that or he's willing to take a hit here. Picked up a Jesse and Thief. I mean, how wide do I want to go? So let's just swing. Yeah, he's got the Hydrolash. So again, I'm going to cycle the Wild Size. Just to get card deeper in the deck. Pick up another Skyrider. Push through a little bit of damage, but you know, I'm not feeling rosy about my prospects here in this game, because he's going to get there eventually. It's only a matter of time. We're not doing any damage to him, and he's got the Scab with Fog in his graveyard now. He probably just languishes here. No, he's got the Scab Fog going on. Yep, Scab Fog. Okay. Alrighty. And again, you know, how far into Languish do I want to play? That's one of the strengths of that Fog deck. So we picked up a Lumbering Falls, which is good against Languish, and it triggers the landfall. So he's going to have to definitely Fog this turn. So here we go. Is he going to try and trade, I wonder? If he goes Troll, I can regen. He's taking it. Yeah, he's fogging. We know he's fogging. So he's got 2 Hydrolashes now. How many times did he cast Fog? Like 4? Yeah. So we got our second green source now in the Lumbering Falls. Came in tapped, unfortunately. But, you know, if he wipes the board, we do have the Mad Land. And we have a Crassus. So let's be patient here. And we do have Clutch Currents, which can create a 3/3 at instant speed. He's still trying to find his tutelage. He's digging. Alright, did you pick up your Languish, sir? Nope. Didn't pick it up. Still digging. He's almost halfway through his deck now. What else have you got for me? Fine friend. He's still got the mana for those 2 vials. Oh, he's got a 3rd Visionary. Holy fuck. It's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I mean, he's got the Languish. He's got it. But he's only got 1 black open, so I'm going to flash in the Crassus, and then I'm going to activate the Lumbering Falls and swing at him hard. So let's tap down his biggest blocker. He's not going to be able to fog us this turn. Picked up Guardian of Tazim, which is going to be good after. I mean, I can clutch right now and swing with a 3/3. But I don't want to clutch his dudes. Honestly, I just want to activate the Lumbering Falls. So which guy does he want to make now? He's going to sack a vial here. I'm sure he's going to keep home one of my 2 3/3s. Doesn't matter which one. Yeah, and then we get to make another 3/3. So he's tapped out. Not going to clutch here. I actually want to awaken clutch for 6 mana, which I do have. So we get to swing. How many of these is he going to sack? I mean, it's going to be a telling sign of what's actually in his hand. If he's is he going to do some double blocking? Okay, he's going to do some double blocking. I'm really fine with that. Totally fine with that. That tells us that he's not near a sweeper yet. You know, that he needs a body off the board. He's probably got no fogs or lashes left in his hand if he's doing that. If he would just went triple chump, then it would tell a different story. And you know, we got the man land that's immune to languish. He's on 7. We could get there. How much mana does he have? Oh, he finally found his tutelage. Okay. Finally found his tutelage, and now he's playing another vial to trigger it. He's down to 3 mana. He still has Hydrolash and Fog represented. So we're going to lose a couple of cards. Hopefully they're lands. Let's have a look. There's at least 1 land. Yeah, we lost 2 lands. Perfect. We're going to draw in some gas here now. So Languish is a thing, but Guardian of Tazim has 5 on the butt. So if I pick up a land, I'll play Tazim and tap down his dude. Didn't. So Tazim is going to be for later. I guess we Frost Links? Or do I clutch swing with a land? I don't want to lose a land to Languish. I really don't. So let's Links here. It's stuck on the stack. Is he dead now? He's going to disperse something, which is not too bad. That means that, you know, he doesn't have the mana for Hydrolash. He could still have a Fog. He's dispersing my troll. Nothing I can do. And he's going to stop somebody from attacking. My other 3/3. So yeah, you know, it shows that, you know, he's pretty desperate right now. He could always top deck the answer, but I got a lot of creatures in my hand right now. And I have a man land, so if he languishes, we got a good follow-up. So we get to bring him to 5. And 3 mana. Do I replay anything? Honestly, I'm just going to play a Thief. I still have enough good stuff in my hand to recover from Languish. So I think I'm going to play the Thief. He doesn't untap here. Thief is low damage, but you know, I'd like to have that extra creature on the board just because we may need to go wide. So he's played another land. He's showing that to us. He's on 9 mana right now. Only 2 cards in his hand. And he's got Scab. Fuck. That means he goes, you know, he's probably going to get a Hydrolash. Because that draws him a card. No, he's just going to go get Fog. So he's got Fog and another card in his hand. Fog and another card in his hand. Well, let's make him burn it. Picked up another Guardian of Tazim. So, since it's outside of Languish range, I think I'm going to play it. So obviously he's going to Fog. I mean, we know that. Okay. And he's going to bounce his own Scab, I guess? So he's out of cards now. You know, he can Scab Fog. So we're getting fogged a lot. A lot of fogs going on. But yeah, I'm going to play out Tazim. Just because it's outside of Languish range. So if that's what he finds, then my dude gets to live. So yeah, here's a little bit of mill. This is probably going to be the whole episode. We're up to 18 minutes here now. So unfortunately, yeah, Simic Tempo is going to play like the 30-minute game against the Fog deck. Hopefully we can beat it. He's got Fog and a random card. Show me a land. Or I'm sorry, Scab and a random card. So yeah, he's going to pick up the Fog. Big fucking surprise there. But yeah, show me your other card. I'd like to see it, just so that I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so, I mean, we're just going to swing. Fog. Right side of your hand. Do you have another Disperse? I'm going to hold on to this land. Because I do have Guardian of Tazim in play. So yeah, Fog. Still got 34 in our library. I mean, I think we're fine there. We're just not going to do anything. So we don't know what that random card is. He gets to mill 2 more. What have we lost? Whole bunch of land, which is not a problem for me. And Woodland Wanderer, which is pretty bad. So he's playing Artificer's Epiphany. He just gets to draw 2, which is shitty. Because that triggers his tutelage twice. So that's 4 cards at the very least. There's 2. There's 4. So did he pick up another Scab? Did he pick up another Fog? Does he have a Hydrolash? Hydrolash probably won't save him. So he's digging some more. cannot Hydro Lash me now. I think he's got 3 Fog in the graveyard, honestly, but I've seen this cast so many times, so I don't know how many actual copies are in the yard. 1, 2. He's putting down a Nissa. Is that GG? I'm pretty sure that's GG. Pretty sure that's GG right there, my friend. He picked... Oh, he played an Evolving Wilds? Yeah, he can't Fog me. Is he going to make a 4-4 and try to defend? No, he's just going to plus. But he has no mana. And that's the part, dude. You have no mana. So you're dead. Okay, so after all that, we win. Once he, piled on those 2 Epiphanies there, it was getting pretty scary because I thought we were doing a good job of pushing, making him expend his Fogs. But now with absolutely no mana, he has quit. Okay, that's good. 'Tis good. So how can we BM him here now? I think I'll just Tazim, and then play a Forest and tap down both of his dudes. I think that's what I'll do. And we're gonna ignore Nissa. And just kill the Fog player, okay. Yeah, those 2 Epiphanies, got me down to 23 cards left in the library, and I just thought that he was going to draw the Languish or whatnot. But I think playing out Tazim was fairly safe. Either way, we got there. That's 21 minutes, and after an epic battle like that, plus the intro that I gave, that's going to be enough for tonight's episode. Thanks, guys, for watching, and make sure to check out Covert. Make sure to check out my sidebar on my channel page or the Reddit thread. Links in the video description. Excuse me, like I said earlier. And don't forget about the Tuesday night stream that I'm going to do. It's actually going to be semi-serious, no booze, just deck testing for the upcoming week. I want to make that part of my YouTube channel, part of the experience. So if you want to check that out, hit me up on Twitch, and also you can also follow me on Twitter, and then you'll get a notification when I go live if that's your thing. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.